Generic greetings and welcome to Subversion. Today's beverage is very refreshing indeed, and actually full of ice, as you may be able to hear there. That is a lemon and lime juice drink, which is very, very chilled. Nice. Either way, welcome to City Generator. Let me click Generate City and show you this and give you a bit of eye candy while I natter on. So this is another Introversion Prototype. It's part of the Crystallay's Fail Masterclass, a series of game prototypes and video releases where essentially Chris and Mark from Introversion detail what they've been working on, what worked, what didn't work, and I guess ultimately why they shelved the product. This is episode 9 of that series, and I believe the last in the releases, so yeah, I've covered all of them, so I may as well cover the last one. And yeah, this is a fairly big one. Subversion is sort of famous in introversion circles, I guess famous in a small circle then, but basically it's what they were working on after Darwinia, Multiwinia, Defcon, etc., but before Prison Architect, and the high concept was essentially a fully dynamically generated city where every one of these buildings was simulated, where you could go down to one of them and break into, say, that one there, or maybe even the top one there. So that was the high concept, and did they get anywhere near that? No, not as far as I can tell. But either way, we're going to check out what is currently available. I will put a link in the description, as always, to the store page as well as their video where they detail in a lot more sort of excruciating manner what worked, what didn't work, and you know, all the reasons behind it, and go through a lot more stuff. I'm just going to show you a brief overview of this prototype, and yeah, with that said and done, I will jump into the other game. This is actually one of the other files you get when you buy into this one. I should point out I have bought in this with my own money, but I don't mind signal boosting it because all proceeds do go to Warchild, so very much happy to signal boost this one, and it's quite interesting to check out these prototypes. But this is just a city generator. This is pretty much what you get, and you can't play anything. You can fly through them there, and yeah, you can, I think you can just fly around this thing, and oh, hang on, we have a billboard. We have a Prison Architect a Prison Architect Polaroid on the side of the building there. That is curious. Is that an Easter egg? Because apparently this was made before Prison Architect. Either way, let's jump in and actually go to what I guess is the most playable bit of Subversion, which is the heisty bit where we can actually break into, well, in this particular case, a bank. So let me jump into that now. Okay, I've loaded up the supplied build of Subversion, and apparently there are many builds, but this is the least crashy and most, I'm going to say most complete, probably the least incomplete. That's probably the best way to put it. And also, unlike the previous thing I've shown you, actually has some game in it. So I'm going to go to load site, and there's several sites in the game, but we're mainly going to be looking at the bank job. We may look at some of the others, but the bank job is the one that we are going to look at. And this is an example of the sort of things that you would do in Subversion properly when you would like get the job. So I showed you the city there. The idea is that you would go around that and you would be able to see things where you could steal and break in, and all of that would be, like I said, dynamically generated. And this is just one of the ideas. So this is the bank job, and it's quite minimalist. Obviously, we've got what appears to be doors and windows, and it's got that blueprint type look, which I find quite refreshing. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our assets here, which is Kieran, Terry, and Eskil, and also Van, but we can't move them. And we can spawn these characters. So I'm going to spawn one there, and you can see immediately we get some vision, so we can now see through the windows. Let's just place all of our characters here, and there we go. So these are our characters. Each character has abilities and equipment on the bottom. I think they all have pretty much the same thing. No, they don't. They actually have different abilities. So for example, Terry here has an AK-52. Eskil here has a clip but no gun, which is a curious thing. But do they have something else? They have a safe cracker. This guy has a camera bug. Okay, oh, and a safe cracker as well. And you can see what they've got equipped as well, which is in green. And Kieran has, looks to be an AK there, and safe crackers, etc. So we've all got pieces of equipment, and we can move them around if we need to. And obviously moving them over to these windows will give us more visibility. So the idea with the game, as I said, is we generate this level, and then we have to do whatever the objective is. So it could be rescue someone or steal something. In this particular case, it's a bank job. We have to break into the bank and steal things. So the first, I guess, port of call would be to gain information. We can see inside of the bank because we're just sort of casing the joint out, as it were, and we can see there are bank customers wandering around. We've got a lobby cam there. We've got a bank security guard. I'm going to have a quick walk around the outside just to see what else we have, because, you know, we don't know anything around here. We may have like another door or a way in, and I should point out I've only seen this level played once. That is as part of the Introversion video, and I've only played it once and pretty much played it as they did as well. I'm noticing that round the back here we have a keycard scanner and a door, and also some junction boxes. Okay. So, we've seen other prototypes, especially Wrongwire, where wires and voltages and things were simulated, and I think there's a similar thing going on here, where all of these wires will connect to something. Now, I may be able to do something in that junction box, but what will it do? Will it trigger an alarm because there's no power to the alarm? Will it knock off the cameras? I don't know. And also, there's the extra bit on top of that of, we have no idea what actually will work and what will work and what won't work, because, well, it's a prototype. I also notice I've got this wall scanner here, so I may be able to put it on the outside wall. Shall we try that? This is a wall scanner. I'm going to click on that and click place, and place it on that wall there, and then move the character over, and then they are they going to place it on the wall? They are not going to place it all on the wall because they really don't want to. Oh no, they are placing it on the wall. There we go. And that is now activated. Oh, actually, I will go to use, and that will do a little bit of a pulse, and so we can see inside now of, well, these bits here. I don't know what they are, but I know something's here and something's here, and also there is someone wandering around there. Okay, so we're getting more information, aren't we? I think the thing I really want to try is, what can I do to these junction boxes? So can we just pull the plug on them? I should point out, left click is to essentially select, right click is to move. It's very, very janky, to be honest, with that one. So I'm going to click on that junction box, and I'm going to say use. Can we just open it? We can't do anything with it. Inspect it. No, that's not really doing anything. I can click on it to see. We have wires. Can we cut the wires? We might be able to cut the wires. We have a power drill. Use with the wires. Will that? No, that doesn't work. We've got trank guns, safe cracker, key code crackers. Nothing else on this character. What about the other characters? We've got Kieran, who has a power drill there, power tool, safe cracker, a camera bug, another trank gun, and that, and key code cracker. I mean, yeah. What can we? Oh, have I just cut those wires? I think I've just cut those wires. You know, I've cut the wires. Look at that. I've cut the wires. I didn't mean to cut the wires, but I've cut the wires. Right, they're all cut. What about this one? This junction box. Snip, snip, snip. Snip, right, wires are snipped. So what's that done? Is this different? Was that always... That says armed. Okay, I don't know if that's actually done something or not. I guess the fun's in finding out. Let's go inside. You know, I'm gonna leave this guy around the back because it says keycard scanner, and I do have a keycode cracker. And I'm gonna get, who should we get? We're gonna get Terry to wander in. So let's go, Ter. Let's have a little wander in and see what the deal is. And obviously we're currently in incognito mode, and that means that, yeah, they're not gonna really do anything. We're just a customer, just having a little wander around, doing some banking and all of that. It says hacking on the left-hand side. Oh, it says objectives there. It says locate and expect all 4 lobby cameras, determine the lobby keypad pin number, plant an audio bug in the chill-out room. So there's loads of objectives that could potentially be done in these. There's some bank staff wandering around as well. And there's also hacking, which I think is a whole extra section of the game that was not complete. So let's just move away from it. Speaking of moving away, we've got lots of bank customers just hanging around, and let me click on Terry here, and we're just going to wander around just to see what we've got. This is where I placed my wall scanner over there, and you can see the cameras up the top. And is that in orange? I'm not really too sure. Do I have, what was it? There's a safe cracker. Camera bug. What if I go in here? Can I use a camera bug on that camera? Oh, sorry, the camera's there. Oh, right, no, we can't do that then. So we can't do anything like that. These cameras, by the way, you may notice that this is actually on a motor, so even the motor would be separate from the camera, so you may be able to turn the motors off so it would point one way. That's the level of simulation they were going for. So we've got lots of bank customers here. We've got all the tellers at the front here with the glass in front of it. We've got the, looks to be, yeah, the machines here. There's the ATMs, the hole in the wall, and we've got the small safes behind it where there's some cash. We also have a keypad here, which, oh, like that's actually opened up. Let me see if I can walk past. I've just walked in. Right, so what happened is I've wandered in here not knowing the code because that guy just passed me. Okay, brilliant. So I want to probably try and break into here. Oh, hang on, look at that. So I think... Oh, no, that's not... I was going to say someone's looking at me, but that's just where I've clicked. I want to then... That's a key lock. I think the way we deal with that is to drill it out. But drilling that out, while there's all kinds of nonsense going on around here, could potentially be a problem. So I want to get line of sight into here. Now I could, I guess, hack the cameras, but, well, I don't know how to do that, and there's no camera I think I can use here. So let me just use that one, and there we go. So I now know that we've got no security guard around this area. This is good. What about this character, skill? I'm going to keep them there for now. This guy, Kieran, I'm going to bring inside, I think. This is S-skill. I think, and perhaps I could be wrong, but it feels like you could pause it and you can see you have this recon time where it slowly counts down. Don't know if that was going to be a limitation of, you know, you've only got a certain amount of planning time, which I don't really like. It feels to be that the game would be better if you spent as much time to come up with the really elegant solution as possible. In fact, you know what? Gunpoint is a prime example of, like, you know, just overcoming challenges with varying sort of elegant means. Anyway, this bank patrol guard is wandering around. I've also got fast talk as well, which is just gives us like a little whistle there, and it means we can wander through these areas without being stopped. The problem is that, oh, the bank guy's in here, and hello there, how are you doing, and whatnot. I could pull out my AK, and, you know, so I started blasting, but we're not going to do that. I will, however, go here, and I will use this on the lock. So let's use with the lock, and, oh, there we go, we're drilling away, and you can see all these particles, they're bouncing around and stuff, so I believe they did... I think I mentioned there was a physics system made for the game, and this is in 2017. And, oh, there's the lock. The lock's actually dropped. Interesting. So let's go ahead and we will open this thing. So I'm going to use, and I'm going to start getting cash. All right, let's get cash. Now, how accurate is the simulation in terms of these ATMs here? Because have they now run out of cash and all the customers are going to complain to the tellers and it just says balance only? Ah, they keep going to the next ones. I think we've all been there. Anyway, so that is now open. I wonder if the guard will look at it and go, is that a bad thing? But I'm just going to wander through. And you can see we've got the bank staff here. I can click on them and try and drag them off pickpocket, etc. I don't actually know what they have on them, but I'm just going to go up and say pickpocket, and we'll see what we have. And they have... Oh, they do actually have something. They have a key. Ah, right. So they have a key, but I don't know what that key is for. I have no idea. There's the bank manager there. And obviously I'm just doing a bit of a whistle. And this is... Can I actually open this? No, the keycard scanner's only on one side. So to get our other character in, I would have to hack that. But there you go. I'm just whistling along, and oh, hang on. The guard, it says, "Hey, you, stop." What's happening? They're not fond of me being here, are they? So you shouldn't be here. Okay, I'm going to pause the game. I don't know what the solution would be, but I feel like I'm going to get S-skill here to use our keycode cracker. So use with that, okay, and unpause it, and is it hacking? It didn't, is it? Oh, is it working? I don't know, is it working? Keycard scanner, keycode cracker, safe cracker, camera bug, use with that. Ah, I've used it and it's opened the door. I don't know how I managed to open the door. Do I have a key card on me? Either way, switch to trank gun. We burst in through the door. Select the guard. Trank. Okay, we've tranked the guard. Good. So, we'll drag the guard. Terry, for a start. You can see I'm doing this pause thing here while I plan them all. I'm just going to hide in there with Terry. S-skill. Run around the back. No, no, grab the guard. Grab, drag. There we go. Now we're dragging the guard. And they're trying to take him through the toilet. To be fair, that would be a very Hitman-esque place to put that character. Oh, but we can't come back through. You can see we're stuck. We can't come back through this for some reason. I think it's locked behind us. Okay. Apparently the guard had a taser, but that looks suspiciously like an AK. But we're going to come in here. And... I mean, we said trank, but that is clearly a trail of blood. And we're going to drop those guys. And I'm going to pick up the taser. Can I pick it up through the wall? No, I can't, which is good. Pick up. Pick up. There we go. And then there's... What's that? Looks to be a clip of some kind. Oh, and I've just launched it over there. Alright, fine. Well, we're going to go in here and hide away. I want to try that camera bug out, actually. So the best place for the camera bug will be in here, maybe? This is something I've not tried. I also don't know if I've got any other people around. Camera bug. And click on the camera. Use with. Requires proximity. So do I need to be right underneath it? Use with. Doesn't seem to do anything. Do I need to place it? I'm placing it on the camera. Ah! Camera bug has been... Camera's been bugged, has it? It shows the field of view and the range. Okay. Well, I don't know entirely what that's done. Does that give me line of sight? It's hard to tell. You see the camera's tracking me. That's what that... Oh, does that line mean I'm tracking it? No, it just means I'm clicked on it. Okay. So, I have... I think I have... potentially line of sight there. The only way to find out, really, is to move our characters to a point where I don't have line of sight around here. But I do have... I guess I do have basic line of sight through some areas. I don't know whether that has given us line of sight there because of that bug. But either way, it has worked out. Let me go over to the strong key lock here. And we need to get inside. So, how are we going to do that? Did I pick up a key? I picked up a key. Let's use that. So, use with that lock. Doesn't work. What about this keycard scanner here? Use with... that. Didn't work. Really? I thought that would have worked, you know. It depends on... I mean, I don't know if there's, like, different levels of... Like, different levels of access card. But I know from the video that this bank manager is carrying a key. So I could pull out the gun and say, like, get down, everyone get down! And everyone starts running around, and I may show you that later on. But I'm going to pickpocket the bank manager, which I've now done. And I've gained myself a key. There we go, we have a key. I also want to go up to here. Key. Use. And we're in. So we're now in the vault. And you notice that there's different colours. So this here is like all access. It's like in this white outline. And then you've got the, I guess this sort of yellowy, lemony colour, which is a little bit more high security, where they, you know, they're questioning while you're there. Orange is like, oh, you really shouldn't be here, what you're doing, which is same as back here. And red is the music's changed, probably shoot on sight. And oh, you can see our fast talk. Our fast talk has gone red because there's no matter, we can't say anything here. You know, it doesn't matter what we say, they're gonna go, you really shouldn't be here. Okay, so over to the bank door then, and we have a tumbler lock. So I'm gonna use our, I think we have a device that's key code thing, camera bug tool, safe cracker. We will place that right below the safe tumbler, and there we go. And then we should be able to then use it. Hang on, let me just, can I select that? Use, inspect. She should be able to use that. Pick it up. There we go. Try that again. So, safe cracker. Use with. There. Use with that. Place. I'm sure you just place it there. Placed. Okay. And that's not on. It's not turned on. So I can move this back and forward, you see there. It's not doing anything. It's putting a code in. And that's the wrong code. Interesting. Can't just use the door. Pick up. Requires proximity, yes. So, safe cracker. Use with. Tumbler lock. Doesn't work. Place. There. Okay, it's there. Use it. We are in proximity, right? Just gonna move over there and come back. Right. Use. Use. So the idea is that when you span the dials on this, this thing would light up. What is one missing? Okay, I've checked, and it's just an undocumented user error problem, which basically means I was doing it wrong. Use with, and use with the tumbler first, and that should turn it on, which it is now on. There we go. So I was using it on the door, or using it on nothing, rather than doing that way. And if we then look at this item, if we actually look at this, we can now see that, is it going to zoom in? Let me close that down and then click on that. There we go. So we now have on the bottom our little readout, and we can turn the tumblers. And oh, we got a big click on that, so that is acceptable. As long as it goes over there, then it's correct. By the way, there is a game, a bit of a side note, called I think it's Sophie's Safe Cracking Simulator on itch.io, and it simulates this sort of thing to a high degree of detail. I've tried to do a video, but for the life of me, I really can't understand everything that's going on, and I feel totally underqualified. But we are pretty much doing okay here, and I think we'll eventually get this open. Yeah, there's the code, and this door is now open. You can see it has changed. I will naturally, because we are really, really expert thieves, pick up that thing. We don't want to leave any trace. We will use the door. Door now slides open, and once again we now get a line of sight there, but we also have these lasers. Now if I cross those, I know that the alarm goes off because I saw it in the Introversion video. So I think we want to do something over here, and that'll turn off the alarm, and this is something I have not tried. This is a keycard scanner, and I know we have a keycard decoder, so I'm going to click on that. I'm going to use with, and it's going to start scanning, and the first symbol is 9, I think. It's just going to go around, so I can't actually see the darn thing. Oh, it's found it, but we need to wait for it to spin round again. It's all the 9s. Okay, so so it's the code from Hot Fuzz then. Fair enough, but I know that it's 9999, but I can't do anything with it. This is not something you tap in. This is, you have to use a key code. I've got a key code, so surely use that. It doesn't work, this key. I wonder if later on I wonder if later on you would have been able to like reprogram keycards and stuff if you know the code. That'd have been cool. Oh, and a radio. See, again, I've just stolen the guard's radio. There's loads of things that you know may be able to get. It's like, hang on. Oh, and he's got a key card now. So I couldn't inspect the guard, but he has got a key code. So maybe that is the right key code. But you can see that there's potential options for everything. Like you could steal their radios, find out patrol routes, get key cards, find out the access code, and then reprogram it. There's loads of different ways. If this works, I'll be very happy. Yes, so it seems to be multiple levels of keycard, or it's just randomly buggy or in Medusa. It's all the above. You know what I mean? So we've managed to get through that. So I think there's multiple layers of keycard. And now this is a lock. Now this should be very easy to defeat because we have our key code scanner here. So this is going to scan away, and we're going to get the code for this thing, which we can just press the buttons on it. So we'll open this up, getting ready to press the buttons, and we found all of it, and it's all the sixes. So 6, 6, 6, 6, and that is now armed. If I then open this, so use it, it is going to disarm that, and yes, it's actually successfully disarmed the lasers. Right, so the camera's still on. So I'm guessing that we will still be seen. I mean, do we have any objectives here? By the way, I'm standing next to this. You can see I'm nicking all the cash. Objectives. Yeah, use the wall scan to reveal the vault location. Determine the lobby keypad pin number. Plant an audio bug in the chill-out room. Yeah. Steal money from the ATM machines. Impossible. Wrong. We've managed to do that. We've proved the game wrong. Okay. So there is one way of stealing. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That's 4.2 million generic units of currency. Brilliant. We can't get out this way, so we will have to walk through the front. Now, I was going to load the game up to show you another way of doing it, but I think I will be able to show you here. So this character here, Kieran, we need to get out. So we've successfully done this, but this door's closed behind us. I'm assuming there'll be multiple ways of getting out, but the way I'm going to choose is by picking up this AK, selecting this guard here, and pressing that there. And oh, we have now initiated combat, and you can see everybody, there has to be a way out, and you can start to intimidate, and all these, surrender now, come on, hands up, and yeah, we start doing like proper bank job stuff. So yeah, we've got like people, yeah, they're putting their hands up, see that? They're putting their hands up. I can also start taking out the teller staff. I mean, you can take out anyone you like, and you know, people are gonna stop, so we're gonna have to basically charge through. Oh, good grief, I hit that guy and he fell over. I think you can also grab them like that, and you can sort of basically take them hostage. Like if I go behind this guy here, we can move them. Look, so we've intimidated them, so I can move them around, so I can use them as like shields essentially. Alright, so we need to basically bust out. This keycard is, sorry, that is locked. However, I assume that this body here, oh, there's a key there. Let's go ahead and grab that key. I think we should be able to pick that key up, so we will use, and there we go. If I got this wrong or whatever, then we start a timer for when the police turn up. So yeah, I'm actually going to quickly use our scanner here and say use with, oh well, use with that. You have to click on the item first and then use with, and then we'll put this key card in and then we'll bust out. So we know that the key is so far 5 something, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8, because this isn't randomly generated. It's just, yeah, it's just as is. So we're just going to charge through. All of our characters can come through because all the doors are sorted. Obviously, this keycard scanner at the back there, I probably would be able to get a keycard somehow and go through there. You can see we've got cash registers. We could probably steal some money from the cash registers, because why not? Let me just go ahead and use that. We've got all the time in the world. They are the worst response ever in the in this police force, because there's nobody turned up after 25 minutes of nonsense going on here. So let's just get everybody out and go. We all charge out, and there we go. We have managed to get out. Sadly, you can't get in the van and drive off because that bit hasn't been added to the game yet. It's a prototype. But you can see that all the behaviours are still there. The bank. Customers are scared. Now that we've went, they're now charging out the door, thinking, there you go, everything's fine. And, you know, they're charging out the door thinking everyone's gone, and then they see us and no, they stop. So there's a lot of simulation going on here when it comes to, well, pathfinding and AI for the bank staff as well as the customers, for like the camera systems, the wiring, all the security features, etc. And this was potentially just one of the things that you would be able to do in the game and break into other areas, do dual heists and things like that. But yeah, they didn't get there, and I think the reasons why was that basically they found out that yes, this simulation is really good and interesting, but if any one wire is programmed wrong, I mean, look, that's hard disk, camera systems, yeah, so we can probably hack that, and the router. If any one of those is incorrectly done, then the whole level falls apart. There's just big holes in it. And also, how on earth do you dynamically generate that? And that's a problem that they didn't solve. But it's been 10 years. So, you know, maybe one day someone will have a crack at this. As I said, we have seen games similar to this before. Gunpoint springs to mind straight away. But that is, you know, all custom-made levels and such. But yeah, there's a lot to like about the idea of Wrong Wire, and indeed what we've done here. Oh, I've also left a cash register there. But, alas, it is just a prototype, and, yeah, a very, very unfinished and, I guess, buggy one at that. But that's been interesting looking at this game. As I said, links in the description for the prototype as well as the city generation thing that I showed you at the start of the video, and also you get all of the other prototypes in there. So you know, Voxel Factory, Praxis. Was it? There's loads. There's loads. I think there's 9 in total there. Wrong Wire. Yeah, there's loads of prototypes, and all proceeds for that go to Warchild, so fair enough, don't mind signal boosting that cause at all. But either way, that's been a look at, I was going to say Introversion, of Subversion. I probably have called it Introversion multiple times instead of Subversion. But that's okay, we know what we're on about. Overall, been pretty happy with looking at this one. I mean, I can't really make much comment on it that hasn't been said before in, like I say, the Introversion video. That, yeah, it's fun from what I've played, and I can imagine playing loads of levels like this, coming up with elegant solutions to sneak in or go in aggressively and do all this. It would be very, very cool, but it's not the playing that's the problem, it's the making of it that is the problem, I guess. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and also I hope you have enjoyed the other videos in the series, because we've covered all of the Introversion ones. If you want to see more prototypes or different releases of that sort of development progress, so you don't mind seeing stuff that hadn't worked but it'd be interesting too, then by all means let me know. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.